Urban legends and terrifying myths of all kinds seem to surface from all around the world as reports of strange, supernatural, paranormal, and extraterrestrial accounts spread through a town or region like wildfire. Some of these urban legends tend to never leave the region in which they first began, whereas others might make national headlines all around the world in their appearance. So today, here at Unexplained Mysteries, we will be covering 6 terrifying urban legends that come from the small island nation of Japan and their strange origins. The Kushisaki Onna sightings. Referred to as the Koshiyaki Onna by the Japanese, this strange entity appears to be the focus of a number of strange urban legends and claims coming from those living in larger cities of Japan. According to legend, the Kushisaki Onna was claimed to have been created when a woman was attacked by her husband after putting up with an abusive relationship for years. Unfortunately, this attack quickly got out of hand after the woman attempted to defend herself and the husband reacted with equal measure. This led to the spirit of the woman returning, creating the dark and otherworldly entity of the Kushisaki Onna. According to the urban legend, the spirit will roam the streets with a large pair of scissors and coming up to any men walking alone after dark. At first, everything might seem perfectly natural, as the woman will wear a medical mask to cover her mouth and ask the man if he finds her attractive. Depending on the answer, many claim that the spirit will quickly remove her mask to show her own disfigurements and either attack or disfigure the person of whom she targets. Many claim that it is due to this very reason that many men walking the streets of larger cities will go missing without a trace. Doramo-san and Hanako-san. These next 2 entities have become a popular urban legend all throughout the country of Japan that can be found in the similar domain, the bathroom. According to legends, these entities can be summoned when following specific rituals that mimic the origins of their creation. The Doramo-san entity can be summoned by performing the bathroom game, of which will begin a day-long survival ritual that will have you being stalked by the entity as it exits from your bathtub. The spirit was claimed to have been created when a young girl became the victim of an accident or attack and slipped in her bathroom, causing her to hit her face against a running bathtub and leaving her spirit in pain and anger. The Hanako-san entity can be summoned by going into the 3rd bathroom stall on the 3rd floor of a building. The participant must knock on the stall and say in Japanese, "Are you there, Hanako-san?" of which will immediately receive a reply of a young girl saying, "I'm here." Although there appears to be no consensus as to the spirit's intentions, some claim that if you anger the spirit, it will attempt to pull you down into the toilet as it pulls you apart. The Ningen of Antarctica. Antarctica has always been at the center of a wide number of different conspiracy theories among all groups from around the world. Interestingly enough, it appears that Japan is no stranger to these theories and have been at the center of rumors surrounding the icy continent. It appears that over the past few years, stories of strange humanoid creatures living in Antarctica have slowly been circulating all around Japan. According to the Japanese whale industry, many crew members aboard so-called whale research ships have reported seeing strange humanoid creatures on the continent. Reports detail that when approaching near the continent of Antarctica, Japanese crew members will report seeing what appears to be large giants laying out in the ocean that appear humanoid in shape. These creatures are described as being 20 to 30 meters in length and completely white in skin tone. Others have often reported that the creature was originally mistaken as being a large submarine in the distance before getting closer and seeing hands, fingers, eyes, and a mouth. This led to the name of the Ningen by the Japanese crew, whereas others simply refer to these creatures as the Antarctic humans. To this day, not a single image of the creature has surfaced, and it continues to be a mystery of the Japanese crews that experience these occurrences on a nearly daily basis. The Devil's Sea Legend. Although many might be well aware of the Bermuda Triangle and the numerous strange disappearances surrounding the location, many are not yet aware of the Devil's Sea located near Japan and often described as the Pacific Bermuda Triangle. According to the Japanese urban legend, the area of the Devil's Sea is that of danger and mystery, as many Japanese vessels have completely vanished from the face of the earth when entering the zone. despite there having been perfect weather at the time. Despite the many efforts made by the Japanese government to cover up the claims, in fear of the port economies being affected by the legend, the fears surrounding the area only continued to rise as more and more vessels went missing. Japanese government officials were already well aware of the strange danger of the location before popular rumors began spreading surrounding the location. In fact, the Yokohama Coast Guard of the region outlined the area as a danger zone that was to be avoided at all costs, though never elaborated as to why the area was given that classification. It would not be for another few decades before researchers would discover what caused the number of strange disappearances and the true reason as to why the area is considered a massive dangerous territory. It appears that for some unknown reason, the area seems to hold a large amount of pressure of methane gas that becomes concentrated in a region and acts similar to that of timed explosives. These methane hydrate gases can spontaneously explode if the temperature surrounding the area slightly rises to 18 degrees Celsius. Alongside the evidence of the methane concentrates and underwater pressure, researchers also discovered additional evidence of a supermassive underwater volcano in the area of the Devil's Sea. These large volcanoes have been discovered in the past to be able to erupt at sporadic times and even cause instances of seismic activity in the oceans nearby that of Japan that could create miniature tsunamis and large waves throughout the region even during a seemingly perfectly weathered day. This has led researchers to believe that the underwater supermassive volcano could also be at the center of the formation of these methane hydrate gases all throughout the region, and other strange anomalies reported throughout the Devil's Sea, such as that of glowing light underwater, sudden waves and boiling spots, ultimately proving the legitimacy of the fears and claims surrounding the location. One Man Hide and Seek. This last cursed game is probably the most difficult one to take part in, as there does not seem to be much information on the internet pertaining to others and their experiences playing this game. Referred to as the One Man Hide and Seek, this cursed game originated in Japan and has been somewhat elusive as to most of the information surrounding it. Although it is treated as a ritual to summon spirits and engage in communication, the exact procedures of completing the ritual are not entirely known, as many different variations of the One Man Hide and Seek cursed game exist on the internet. According to some past participants, however, one must bring a doll to life that has been stuffed with dry, uncooked rice and begin playing a game with it. Some interactions find that using a television and having it set to a static channel will allow you to know when you are in danger of a malevolent spirit and what to do. In every version of the game, it must end with burning the doll as to not allow it to continue or bring out more malevolent spirits in your home. A cleansing is optional after the game, as in some iterations, one must use a fooder to cleanse the area before playing. Given the lack of reliable information, not more can be shared about this cursed game. The Aokigahara Forest. Regarded by locals by its popular name, the Sea of Trees, a nickname given by locals due to its incredibly dense and overgrown nature, the Aokigahara Forest is a wonder of the modern world. The forest is located atop volcanic rock at the northwestern base of Mount Fuji, creating a surrealist atmosphere upon entering its thick leaves. The forest has displayed strange properties in the past, such as that of actively deafening the sounds made inside it. It is a common occurrence for individuals to walk right past each other without hearing any noise or being aware of the presence of the individuals beside them due to sound becoming strangely muffled when entering inside the forest. The forest is also incredibly darker and denser than other forests nearby in that general region. In fact, the forest is so dangerous and threatening due to these factors, even during the middle of the day, that well-experienced hikers and travellers have had to use different forms of coloured tapes, plastics, bands, and markings just to be able to navigate through the forest without getting lost inside its dense growth and dramatically darkened interior. Additionally, there has been a tremendous amount of accounts of individuals claiming that their compass will begin to act erratically and become broken whilst inside the Aokigahara forest, only for the compass to return to normal once outside of the denser regions of the forest. But what do you all think of these 6 strange and unexplainable urban legends found across the small island nation of Japan? Be sure to let us know in the comment section below, and be sure to share your answers and questions about the video to help grow our community and share insightful comments about the nature of these topics. Hopefully, as we continue to grow our community, we will one day be able to solve these unexplainable mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.